Let's talk about food, chat. Let's get this shenanigans out of here. Hey, Dragoon. It's time for one of my favorite channels when it comes to food, Joshua Wiseman. Now, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of disagreement with him, right? When it comes to certain topics in general, right? But, you know, like I said, I still enjoy him for entertainment purposes at the end of the day. He's just literally entertainment purposes. So it's nothing to be taken serious at the end of the day, you know. He's probably a good guy anyways, but like I said, I have to comment or so on those Mexican videos sometimes, you know. So
The
we
food
do
influencers might
have a
be lying
video
to us all. In fact,
shush, Joshua Weissman, okay? So apparently he made a video, said, I tried every viral restaurant in America. So I'm super curious, what are the most viral restaurants in America? So, well, we'll take a look at that and see what's going on here. So
some of them get paid just to say good things about a restaurant. These people are going viral making claims that this is the best burger, taco, pizza, and their only validation, well, they got millions of views and likes. So how can we trust these places are actually good and worth waiting 4 hours in line just to eat? So we're eating at every most viral restaurant across America, from $70 pizzas to Wagyu Philly cheesesteak and even shawarma that makes lines like it's Disney.
Wagyu? Oh, what? A Wagyu chili dog, did you just say? Who the hell would pay for that? That shit would be expensive as hell.
Are these people showing us the best food on earth, or is this just fake content made for clicks? And it all starts in New York City. Starting off with a $68.
I'm avoiding New York City because you guys are acting like a bunch of animals. Sorry. When you get that shit under control, I'll come visit New York, okay? All right? But for the meantime, no.
Sausage pizza, coming from the new
Unless
pizza shop
forced
Saris, which is
by
run by
family members.
Michelin-starred chefs. But are their Michelin stars enough to charge this much for a pizza with andouille sausage, burrata, and aged balsamic? Given the price, we better hope this gets at least an A tier. Of course, I couldn't do this without bringing back pizza expert Scott Wiener. It's very creamy smelling. That's a banger.
I love this because you get this undercurrent of heat the whole time. Super light, airy, crisp, quick bite. It's just easy to eat.
It's salty,
I don't
it's
know about
sweet,
that.
it's acidic, it's meaty, it's smoky, it's cheesy, it's creamy. So many things.
My first thought is this better than Lindustry? I think they're in the same echelon of absolute perfection, like precision level excellence. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't want to go to Saris because I'm worried about the line, just come.
So the final rating is S tier. Next up, the most viral pancakes in the world at Golden Diner, New York City.
I will say,
Pancakes?
visually, these look impressive. And they smell
Damn,
amazing.
you can slap it like a piece, like it's booty. Damn, man, you can slap it like it's booty.
The lemon zest, smell the butter.
I love that this is like a new universe. I feel like I have never experienced this type of pancake before.
Is that a fat pancake?
Do you know how they cook these? They basically cook it only in one position and then they finish it in an oven and then they invert it. So there's only one side gets brown. I don't know, I wait an hour in line for this.
Citrus zest is the best.
I came in expecting to shit on this place. This is an example of emphasizing
Interesting.
every single one of those elements that make a great pancake to the absolute max.
I'm shocked, starting off with 2 S tier.
Seems pretty considerate or so to put these all in S tier so far, Joshua. I don't know about this, man.
Seems unnatural. So we have a new taster coming into the fold, and it is my buddy Saltank. In fact, he has a restaurant of his own that's gone viral for a French dip.
I'm just gonna say right now, I don't wanna boost your ego too much. You've had it boosted enough over the last couple years. It's seasoned perfectly. The texture's fucking beautiful. Soft and creamy on the inside. It's not 1 ounce of dryness in this sandwich. It's a beautiful sandwich, really. If you haven't been into Salt Hanks, you need to go.
Saltank is a friend, obviously, so he is disqualified due to bias.
The competition should consider themselves fucking lucky that Henry's not in this.
Now, on to the next. We have Bradley Cooper. Yes, the famous actor who's opened a sandwich spot called Danny and Coops. And as you can imagine, there were lines around the block because he was there actually cooking. It's a collab with Philly's Angelo's Pizzeria, which is the cheesesteak that won our best sandwich in America. Can they sustain the quality here?
It's creamy, it's juicy, it's loosey, it's goosey. Cheers. That's just a vehicle for white American cheese.
It's so good. This is my favorite Philly cheesesteak I've ever had by a million.
So, Uncle, can you tell me how good these places are? Go do some reconnaissance and you tell me how they are, okay? All right? This is all in New York, so this is all you, okay? You can tell us.
Years.
The bread is beautiful.
I want a 4-page essay on how good or how bad these things are. Okay, all right. I'll have it to me by next month. Okay.
You can taste the toasted sesame, which I love. I think it's the best Philly cheesesteak.
So far, because there's another viral cheesesteak in this video, and it happens to be the Los Angeles competitor. We've got East Coast versus West Coast now, but we'll get to that later in the video.
Some restaurants are lacking on the cheese, and they do not fucking skimp whatsoever.
Are you also noticing the pepperiness? Like, there's a
It's a
lot
good
of black pepper in
franchise.
there.
Yeah.
The onion comes through, the beef comes through.
It's seasoned perfectly.
This is better than most of the Philly cheesesteaks in fucking Philly. Is it worth it though? You've got an expensive sandwich. This is probably the most viral Philly cheesesteak known to mankind. Is it worth the hype? I'd say yes.
I say yes, absolutely, 1,000%, yeah.
Although I'd say it's worth it, the original Angelo's was better. And if the original Angelo's is an S tier, that puts Danny and Coops at a solid A tier. Now we move on to Austin, Texas. But what does Texas go viral for?
Thank you for the
Franklin
follow,
Barbecue
Bokmota.
is the OG of restaurant hype. Even before Instagram or
that
TikTok, people were
brisket?
lining up at 4 in the morning just to try his brisket. And after
It
all
is.
these years, is Franklin still the king? And joining me today is our longtime taster, Vikram, to give us the palate of the people.
Don't even need a knife. Just use a plastic fork. That's how good it is.
Si hablas en español, no tengo ningún problema para hablarme en español. No tenga pena hablarme en español. Aquí hablamos también. Aquí están unos gentes que hablan español también. No me hay ningún problema. So, no tenga pena, hombre.
Wow.
That's insane. What I'm really loving is, number one, how tender it is. The salt on the crust is addicting.
Brisket is very easy to mess up because really it's just 3 things. Brisket, salt, and you have pepper. Everything else is technique and hours of smoking and waiting on it and checking it and flipping it and all these things. It's perfectly executed. Seasoned to
I
the limit
see.
with salt. The smoke levels are
Yeah,
amazing.
but let me know about the
I've
other
had
ones.
barbecue all over Texas. This is always ranking consistently towards the top.
It's an S. Moving on.
I have never had brisket in my entire life or anything like barbecue related, like Texas barbecue stuff. Never had anything like that related, so I have no idea how that tastes. So I have no idea. So for videos, I usually watch Mikey Chen, Strictly Dumplings. Oh yeah, I watch him, but that's offline stuff though.
Next up, All Day Pizza.
I need
They've
some
gone
videos
viral
for
having
myself at
pizza
least.
supposedly
Not everything
as
needs
good
to be
as
on
New York
stream.
City, but in Texas? And their current hit is a giant dill pickle pizza. Oh, boy.
Dill pickle
This
pizza.
is just insane.
This is a monster. I f with that.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Oh my God.
I think what's really doing it is these breadcrumbs on top. It had such a good texture, and it works so well with the crust.
I don't know if I would eat that in my personal opinion. I don't know. I don't know if I would eat that.
That's there.
Crazy textural experience because you got
Ahorita
the
estamos
bottom of the
mirando un
crust
video
on these
ahorita,
pizzas is
so-
like traditional
so
brick
ahorita
oven
estoy
style
hablando
where
en
it's
inglés
crispy
para
on
mi
the
gentes
bottom,
que
but it's
hablan en
also
inglés.
crispy on the top. And then you get the crunch of the pickle. This is like the most explosive pizza bite I can think of, and yet it's actually not overwhelming. Like I feel good after eating.
Este
I
hombre.
think Pizza Purist will have something
El
to say
pinche
about this.
Victor
I'm very
aquí.
much more on the line of like, is it good and does it hit on the notes that's required of a great pizza? And I think yes and yes.
Now, despite our high praise, if I were to compare this to the best pizzas I've had, I would have to say this is a strong A tier. Not punching quite as high, but still very respectable, and we move on.
We're at Phoenicia Bakery. This is a bakery. It is a grocery
guess
store.
so.
It is
I guess
also a
that is
deli. It is
something.
also a place that serves chicken shawarma.
Shawarma.
It's viral because of my friend David Douglas. One of his biggest videos of all time was about the chicken shawarma. We're trying it. Cheers.
Cheers.
I gotta say, this is actually something that I order all the time on Uber Eats. It's one of those like simple things where it's a gift that keeps on giving. It's healthy chicken, filled with fresh vegetables, freshly made in-house hummus. It's good. It's like not like blow your mind, knock your socks off. It's just like a place where you can get a healthy meal and it tastes good.
Among chicken shawarmas I've had, it's not really anywhere near the top. It's tasty, and I think the sauce is really carrying it, and it needs it because the chicken is pretty dry. I don't think I'd line up out
Oof.
the door or make a drive into this
Damn.
specific spot to get this specific thing.
This is like, I need a quick lunch that like I can eat and not hate. It's not necessarily like a knock your socks off. What do you think? C, B?
You never
I
showed me the
honestly
underground
am
card
probably
shop
thinking
photos
C.
that you
I think this
said.
is like mid.
Yeah, normally it's like a B or an A for me. This is definitely a C. I'll come to you to grocery shop. That I will do. Very good grocery store. Highly recommend. Moving on.
Now we move on to a Michelin-starred barbecue place, Interstellar, for their peach tea glazed pork belly. It's a
Peach tea pork glaze. I'm like, I did something similar. I did like a spicy, like honey glazed steak a long time ago. Like I made it from like, you know, I didn't use like a combination of like you know how like they have the store bots or so that has like honey spice in it. Like no, I didn't do anything like that. I actually made it at home. So
lot. Sort of like a visual ridiculousness because you literally get this giant platter of basically a whole pork belly chopped up.
I can't look at this and question it if it's gonna be good or not. It looks fantastic.
I'm just gonna go in. Whoa, that is bonkers. That's like eating candy. Vic, you don't look like you like it. Let's hear it.
This is an interesting profile to me. I think what I'm used to with pork belly is like Asian pork belly. And this is just really sweet. It works for a barbecue. You get a good candied glaze. I don't know if I would line up and grab this. I think this is a cool
Except
side.
mine was a little bit. Mine had a hint of spiciness. It was like a honey glazed spicy like type of meat that I used or so for it. Or yeah, it was a type of meat that I used for it specifically. It was like a long time ago though. It was like super long time ago. It was like one of the it's because we went to the mercado or so. We got some carne and I tried using a technique or so to use that. It was actually really fucking good. Like it had a very nice hint of spiciness, but then at the very end it sweetened it out afterwards. So it actually came out pretty well. I just don't remember what the recipe was for that one.
To have. Curious to see what you think.
I love it. What this
So
reminds me
everything's
of
always
is like
a
Texas
one-time
version
thing.
of red cooked pork. This is expertly prepared, but it's also going to be a make or break for a lot of people because if you don't want like explosive, fatty, salty, literally smashing you in the face, you're not going to like this. So I think like it really depends on the person. Do I think it's worth waiting in line for? I don't know. Like I feel like this is in between a B and an A. I think for you it's a B.
Yeah, I think it's still very, very good.
It could either go B, it could either go A. It really depends on who you ask. I like it. That said,
In the pantheon of great barbecue, this is a B tier for me personally. But now we move on to a true viral legend, the
Holy fucking crap. The giant donut? Holy shit, that's calories for an entire week right there, to be honest. That is the most American thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Everything has to be big.
Giant Donut at Round Rock Donuts. They've been around for 100 years, so they must be legit, right?
we pulled up and there's already a line.
Gonna be a line to the bathroom after eating this.
This already looks like I'm halfway there just visually. It's just a giant donut. I mean, how good is it really? Is this really worth
Jesus.
standing in line for 30 minutes to an hour just to like get a pre-diabetic coma for breakfast? I'm gonna go for the chocolate one first, even though it looks a bit like a poopy butthole. That's actually pretty fire here. You wanna swap? Chocolate one's better.
Chocolate one is better.
Yep. The problem with the glazed one is there's so much dough, there's not enough glaze to dough ratio. Overall, great donut. Like honestly, no notes really. How much better is it than like any of the other good donut shops, like the local ones that are that just say donut on the
Right.
sign, right? Like how much better is this comparatively?
Not much. I don't think I'd wait an hour for this if this line was down the road. Luckily, this didn't take too long.
If you want Round Rock donuts, like you're not gonna get a bad donut. It's not gonna be anything different than any other good donut you've ever had if you've ever had one, right? Like I'd be willing to give it a A tier maybe?
I think it's more B. I'm like, would I take my friends and family here and be like, guys, we gotta go line up? Not really.
Yeah, it's a B tier. You don't have to go. You'll be okay. B tier.
Next up, another Michelin-starred barbecue spot, but we're not here for brisket. We're here for supposedly one of the best burgers in all of America. But is it really as good as people say? I mean, it's just a burger.
That is truly an American thing.
That is unbelievable.
Whoa.
I don't think anything could have prepared me for what that tastes like. It's so juicy, but you still get the crunch of the bun a little bit.
People have always told me, oh, but you gotta try the burger, you gotta try the burger. And that pisses me off when people do that. Because I'm like, it's a burger. I'm sure it's great, I just don't need to. And I'm realizing that I was a buffoon. This isn't just a burger. The beef in this is actually fully cooked. It's just really high fat. And because it's been cured in salt, but more specifically smoked for so long, created a pink cure on the inside of the burger, which in turn gives you this smoke.
It's kind of hard to look at it because they like hella high contrast the video. It's kind of really hard to tell that this is like heavily pink or so. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me in my perspective. I don't know if it's for you guys. Do you see the same thing too? Is it hard to tell the pinkness or so in this compared to like the background? Because it does feel like it's a little bit increased saturated. Okay, so it's not just me. Okay.
This smoky, almost pastrami-like flavor. It's unbelievable. It's so tender. It's so
Yeah, but
juicy
compared
and
to the
fatty
background?
and perfect. And I don't know, it has me questioning, is this the best burger in America?
I truly don't think you can get a more flavorful burger. You'd be hard pressed to find one.
This is an easy for me S tier. I would line up for this one.
No question. I'd tell all my family and extended family to come down as soon as they can.
So S tier, we move on.
As far as I know,
Yeah,
there's
but how
not a
much does it cost though? You know, how much does that burger cost?
single place in Texas that has traditional barbacoa. That was until I saw Tacos El Grandpa going viral. This is a father and son duo making hyper-traditional barbacoa in giant pits, using up to 8 to 10 lambs per pit, seasoning them
Barbacoa.
simply, wrapping them in maguey leaves,
like a $30
cooking
burger.
them for tens of hours. So it sounds like they're
Oh,
doing
is
it the
that
right way.
is that banana leaves?
Simply wrapping them in maguey leaves,
Oh, maguey leaves. This is like old school. This is like old school style, if I remember correctly. Wait, let me ask. Los gentes que hablan español, salga ahorita. Necesito hablarte con ustedes ahorita. Let me see maguey leaves. Let me look that up actually. Let me take a look at that. Oh, frickin' oh, it's this? It's fucking this? Agave. So tengo una pregunta. Cuando ustedes cocinan allá en México la barbacoa con las olas de las olas de ¿cómo decir? Como la agave or ¿cómo decir? Maguey. Maguey. I don't know. I don't know how to fucking say it, to be honest. ¿Lo cocinan así con la barbacoa? Con las ¿cómo decir? Leaves? They say leaves. Las hojas. ¿Ustedes usan las hojas de la agave para cocinar barbacoa? No sé si ustedes tienen eso allá en un restaurante, si lo cocinan así. I don't think I've seen anything like that, to be honest. I can understand, because well, I know my mom uses this as medicinal medicine. Like this specifically. I know my mom uses this as medicinal medicine. But this is very interesting to see it like cooked like this.
using up to 8 to 10 lambs per pit, seasoning them.
Yeah. Here are the leaves themselves. These are massive as leaves too, as well, because I assume you cover them because they smoke them.
And simply wrapping them in maguey leaves.
¿Ustedes usan estos para cocinar para unos? Bueno, no sé si fue unos restaurantes usan esto para cocinar barbacoa. Let me see. Nomás he visto en el rancho. Ah, okay. So cooking barbacoa with agave leaves is a traditional hallmark of the central Mexico, especially in Hidalgo, Tlaxcala. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. And the state of Mexico are widely famous to use the infrequently for everyday meals, heavily reserved instead for weekends, holidays, and large celebrations. Why it's rarely used daily? Because barbacoa takes immense preparation, like 8 to 12 hours of underground steam roasting. Families and specialty restaurants usually fire up the pits just once or twice a week. I see. Okay, so it's not a super common thing, you know. I see. Bro, I'm too lazy for that.
Cooking them for tens of hours.
Well, it looks like they're cooking it at a rancho, so hi, can you be my girlfriend? No.
Sounds like they're doing it the right way.
I'm searching
but
for
let's see
girls
if these
this
lines
time
are really
around.
worth
I
it.
already
Here we
dated
go.
guys
We
already
have
before.
Taco assembled. I'm just gonna go bare bones. Nothing but consomme, a little bit of
I don't
garbanzo
date
bean,
viewers,
no
so
salsa.
you're
Straight
asking
up.
the wrong
Cheers.
one, Bobby.
Cheers, Josh. Bro, That's pretty good. The garbanzo beans are insane. I mean, it's like ridiculously tender, extremely, extremely juicy. Should I go all in on the
I want to have some of that too. I want to do some
spicy
spicy
stuff?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is with their spicy salsa matcha. Holy shit, that is so fucking good. Austin is known to have great tacos, but I don't
Pero ¿dónde está la salsa verde, hombre? Where's the green sauce? You need the green sauce.
think Austin's taco scene is that good. This one place is a huge exception to that. Whether you like lamb or not is irrelevant.
Asking
Anybody can
that
come
as
here
a
and
first
enjoy and
message
love this taco. It's not gamey,
is mad
it's beautifully
wild. I
fatty.
know, tell me about it. Well, I've been in VR chat. It's been a lot more crazier, to be honest, in VR chat, so.
Melts in your mouth, it's seasoned nicely. I don't know anyone that has these insane pit setups putting out a taco like this. And this video is
Yeah, why streamers won't date me? I asked like 30 already because they don't know you. That's the reason why. I'm like, it's not like you're gonna see someone who's gonna actually like say yes to you, okay? You have to get to know them before you actually can date them. That's how it works. Come on, hun. You can go ask Debe.
all about not just things that have gone viral. What is so good that I'm willing to sit in line and wait for a bite of something, right? There are very few things. I fucking hate waiting in line. I'm waiting here.
This is one of the top tacos in Austin.
So where does that place sit on the list? I feel like out of everything I've seen, we've got somebody here that's been making barbacoa for 45 years.
No, because Saikuno will never make me quake in my panties, okay? All right? But if I know them, I won't like them. That's not how life works, Bobby. Bobby! That's not how life works, okay? All right? You gotta get to know the goddamn person before you start dating them.
If there's a weekend available to you and you want an unrivaled taco, you're gonna come here, and more importantly, you're gonna
That's
be
not
coming
how it
to
works around
an
here.
S tier. So we move on.
So we're 2 cities down. I'm gonna be honest. So far, these viral places have been living up to the hype. So we're turning up the heat and heading to the city that's built on virality, Los Angeles, California.
Am I the only one who's tired of it just being New York, Texas, and Los Angeles being like these like places that have like the best food or some quotation marks have the best food or so, you know? I'm kind of tired of it. I'm not gonna lie. It just feels like it just kind of makes me feel like, okay, all right, what's these popular places? Oh, New York City, wow, who would have guessed it? Oh, Los Angeles, wow, who would have guessed it? Oh, wow, California, Los Angeles, wow, who would have fucking guessed it at this point?
To make this test right, we're putting one of LA's top food reviewers in the hot seat, How Kev Eats. He says he never...
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this. California ain't that hot shit, okay, when it comes to food, all right? All right? It isn't all that shit, you know?
gets paid for reviews.
I don't
ain't
take
that
any
much
money
hot
for
shit.
reviews.
And he's very confident that his palate lives up to the hype. So we're specifically testing his viral recommendations. I'm gonna give the final verdict straight to his face. Is this where the internet's food critics finally get exposed?
Wait, why you
And this
hate
one's gonna
us?
be big. Cheese
It's painfully mid. Well, I've been noticing what a bunch of shenanigans have been happening in Los Angeles, okay? All right? I saw a bunch of random people just causing chaos. Plus, also, it's not the safest place to live at the end of the day. You guys caused a bunch of wildfires over there for no apparent reason. Half of the entire city was burnt. You know? I'm like, it's not something to gloat around. I'm like, there's corruption that's happening in the government system over there. You guys are getting conned and literally scammed on your economic side of things when it comes to, like, the taxes in general, you know? So...
steak bagel showdowns, $80 fish sandwiches. And we're starting at the
Did
Michelin.
you just say $80 fish sandwich? Brother, that shit better be caught like yesterday or something, or this morning. That fish better been caught this morning or something if you're gonna charge me 80 bucks for that.
Bib Gourmand Via's Tacos. Supposedly, Bad Bunny loves this place. And when he put it in his Super Bowl performance,
Grab his dick
overnight,
and
this
twist
place
it!
was
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude. It's too much. Twist that dick! Twist his dick! Twist his dick! Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh, dick twist!
That's the wrong redeem. That's only for fighting. No
So
one's
we have their
fighting here.
signature tacos with a crispy cheese skirt. Now, Kev was a pretty big fan of this place when he tried it.
The texture of the cheese and the beautifully barbecued meat just bounces off your tongue real nice. Definitely a top 10 taco I've had in LA.
Let's give this a rip.
It's a little dry.
I'll give it one more rip with salsa and then we'll move on to the next.
Much better.
So the salsa's actually seasoned really nice, but this I felt was a little under-seasoned.
It's funny, the last time it was too limey. This time, I don't think there's enough lime.
Let's do the asada next, maybe?
This mango habanero salsa is my favorite thing here because it's really spicy. Can we just admire the crispy cheese on this? It's like a potato chip.
These are good. The tortilla's nice. It's got good elasticity. It's got good chew. The fillings, on the other hand, I feel like are bland.
That's exactly my take too. I think the tortilla is the best part.
I think the cheese skirt is executed.
Damn, so you're telling me this is not the top 10 tacos in LA? Wow, shocker. I'm not surprised.
Quite literally perfectly. It's so crisp, it's not burnt, it's got that deep, salty, cheesy flavor. The salsa is something you cannot skip. It's tough, it's in between a B and an A.
Now, while
I give that shit a C. That shit is a C. If the only compliment you have to say about the goddamn tortillas and not even if the meat is not even fucking good in that taco, you got a problem, all right? That's all I gotta say. If that shit is dry as shit, brother, holy cow, man. That shit is a C.
Texture's all there. I did feel that the flavor was a little bit muted overall. It's just not enough salt, not enough depth of flavor, and these tacos look like they should punch you right in the mouth.
I mean this with a lot of love. I do think that they are a B.
No, that should be a C. That should definitely be a C, dude. Fuck that, dude. You gave that the benefit of the doubt to give that a B. Brother in Christ, I bet you any taco from fucking Mexico would blow this shit out of the water, to be honest.
Move on. We're at Matu Cheesesteak. They serve one thing and one thing only, a cheesesteak. But not just any cheesesteak. This is probably the most turned up cheesesteak you can get. This is a 100% grass-fed New Zealand Wagyu beef. And it's the beef trimmings of one of the finest steakhouses that there is. So you have really high quality beef. You got Cooper sharp cheese, grilled onions, a long hot pepper from the East Coast. It's on a beautiful fresh baked seeded roll. It's glistening in the sun. It looks good. Could this be our first S tier in LA?
This is the East Coast versus West Coast competition we were talking about. Will Matu live up to the hype? And can they beat Danny and Coops? Kevin is setting our bar high. Holy
My eyes are watering. It might be because it's really fucking good, or also because it was really hot and it burned my tongue.
This is probably the best I've had it.
I have no notes. The bread is fucking phenomenal. It's got the perfect amount of chew. It still has that softness that gives away. It almost puffs air into your mouth as you bite down into it.
Yeah, but how much is that, though? That's the question to ask. How much is that? Like, how much is this specific sandwich?
The cheese is beautifully salty. Despite all the cheese and just fattiness going on in here, the flavor of the beef shines through everything. I mean, it explodes with rich, roasty beef flavor. But overall, it's just the balance and the intensity of flavor. But number one, most important thing, the one thing I always complain about, what about the salt level, Josh? And I gotta say, the salt level is perfect. It is right at the line of where it needs to be. For me personally, I think this is better than the Danny and Coops by far. I would come here before Danny and Coops 100 times over. But Danny and Coops is good, just not this good. This is an S tier.
Next, we have the cheese store of the rich and famous, or Beverly Hills, if you want to call it that. This place has gone viral for giving so many free samples, you might not have space for their sandwiches.
You come here, they've got cheese everywhere. They've got jams, jellies, every cracker known to mankind. You got fucking prosciutto hanging from the ceiling. It's the most chaotically beautiful shop I could possibly think of. So we're gonna try some cheeses, and then we'll see what's next. Oh, that makes my toes curl. That tastes like brown butter, almost. Yeah. But I also like the little protein crystal pops in there, the crunchiness, that's nice. Love that, okay, banger.
Next up, fresh Alpine cheese.
Wow, holy shit, that's insane.
I ain't gonna lie, I would fucking die in this fucking store. I'm not gonna lie, to be honest. I'm lactose intolerant, I'd fucking die here. I would actually just straight up die.
And to finish this off, he gave us an
It was set you back 24?
Gruyere.
That's an expensive
it
ass
melts.
goddamn
you
sandwich.
chew and there's like a soft bite to it, and then all of a sudden it just melts like ice cream on your tongue. It goes from solid to like cream sauce immediately in your mouth. Unbelievable.
So at the end of the day, this is a cheese store, but they said that their sandwiches will win them the gold. Is that true? Pretty ballsy for a cheese store to be putting out a hot sandwich.
Yeah, that's my favorite sandwich here.
Oh my God, that is fucking beautiful. I gotta give that one a clap. This is totally different than Matu. It's not the same at all, but it has that same like boom effect, where you ate it and you're like being electrocuted by so many beautiful flavors. But what I love is this like spicy, like tartness from the Dijon mustard that's like perfuming your nostrils and your mouth. The onion is just so lightly present. It's not in your face, but that rich beefiness, it's creamy. Whatever cheese they're using is unfucking believable. A little funky and cheesy and creamy, almost like a cream sauce. Top 20 sandwiches I've ever had. I think this is fucking amazing. This is an S tier for me. Wow, we're doing good here, guys. On to the next. We've made it to the most viral sandwich shop in the world. Period. End of story. No contest.
Al Antico Vinayo. God, that's a mouthful, huh? And we're having the most popular sandwich here, La Paradiso. I'm not convinced this sandwich is that great. Is this all just hype? Because to Kev's credit, he said he was actually not impressed.
This was actually my favorite one when I had it in Florence, but it's the least favorite one I had today.
Let's just go in. Cheers.
Cheers. Very sweet.
What are you getting sweet?
Oh no.
Oh, the pistachio. Why is this not popping off for me right now?
The texture of the bread is actually fantastic today.
I agree. The bread's amazing. The sandwich itself is like, it's good, but it's not like blowing me away. Like,
I also feel like it's 80% bread.
I keep eating it like expecting more.
Yeah, like you're trying to like find what it's missing.
So far, Los Angeles food has not been that great. So far, what I've been seeing so far, it's been kind of, yeah, it's all right. Not really that great.
And it's
just very couple of like
Actually,
just kind of like
so
up
much
there.
about this sandwich is really fun and exciting. The bread is amazing. The mortadella is great, but like the best sandwich that has lines like for multiple hours on end globally.
I feel like this one in Italy, when like the ingredients are at the pinnacle of quality, this would be significantly better. This doesn't really like blow me away.
It's gonna be a B for me. Like I'm happy with this. I can make this at home, but it's not blowing me away. One of the most viral places in the entire video, and we've got a B.
Next up, Howlin' Ray's, who somehow has made a Nashville hot chicken sandwich that's more famous than any that I've ever seen coming out of Nashville. These guys are viral Hall of Famers for lighting people's mouths on fire, while also being supposedly delicious. Kev says medium is the perfect balance, and he is beyond a stan.
This is the best sandwich you can possibly get.
We've got their medium plus Nashville hot chicken sandwich, slaw, pickles, comeback sauce on a buttered bun. I'm not
What
gonna
kind
lie,
of
this one
sauce?
looks good, but I'm a fried
What'd you
chicken
say?
sandwich connoisseur,
Did you
so
say
we'll see where they
cum?
land.
Cum sauce?
The chicken is a little dry, but not in a way that's like totally taking away from it. The bun is immaculate. The pickles are perfect. I love the sauce on this. What I appreciate is the flavor of the actual oil that they dip it in. It's not just straight cayenne. There's garlic in there. There's like fragrant chili flavor, almost like you would get in a chili oil.
Totally agree.
The more I get to the center of the sandwich, the more it becomes an S. The outside 20% is just like chicken and bread, but the inside, you get way more pickle, you get way more like crunch. Howlin' Ray's as a restaurant to me is an S tier, but this chicken sandwich right now is hitting at an A for me.
I know Kevin was pulling for the S, but I gotta set the record straight on this one. We've got 4 restaurants to go, and they're gonna be some of the biggest viral taste tests in America. I know we're in LA, but the first one is actually a bagel. A lot of people are claiming that this bagel is better than any New York bagel.
This is still
Where's Uncle at? They said this LA bagel shop is better than New York bagel shop. Oh, damn. That's some fighting words. I ain't gonna lie, to be honest, what I'm hearing.
undoubtedly a top 3 bagel you can get in LA.
And I feel like I see a new video about them popping off every day.
I don't.
We've got 2 variations. We've got the classic lox bagel, which is lox, tomato, capers, onion, pretty typical, little olive oil. But this other one is their honey butter, which I think is a bit of a sleeper. So we'll try these both and see where they land.
Wow,
Did you hear the crunch?
that's insane.
Before I rate this, bagels are really important to me. My dad's from New York City. Every
Fuck
year
that.
when I was a kid, I would go to New York City, go and get a bagel with my dad. It's one of my favorite foods of all time. And out the gate, this is far superior to any bagel I've ever had in New York City.
Did you hear that, Uncle? Did you hear that? We got crunchy bagels too. He literally said it is the most superior bagel than any bagel in New York City, dude. That's some fighting words. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. LA is so overrated when it comes to their foods. That's all I gotta say. They're so overrated.
Everybody says you can only get the best bagels in New York. I don't think that's true anymore. I'm not even gonna talk about the toppings. The toppings are great and they're amazing, but the bagel itself, the outside, is the most crispy, crackly, little crunchy, almost like a cracker. The inside is so succulently soft and moist, like the finest, like, almost like sourdough bread. You know how it's got that wetness to it?
Yeah.
And it's just beautifully aerated. It's not dense.
The chew is immaculate on this one. Oh my God.
Honey butter. Cheers.
This man hasn't found that one place yet in New York.
All right.
That's f***ing absurd.
It doesn't get better
Hey,
than
Vlad.
this for me, personally.
This is them flexing. Just honey, just butter, nothing else. They're really letting the product shine for what it is. It doesn't need a ton of
It's not
toppings.
that hard
because
for
the
honey
bagel is
and
so
butter.
damn good.
That's all I
have
have to
nothing else to
say.
say. Immediate S tier, the best bagel I've ever had. It's my favorite place. It's 100% worth waiting in line for. Just if you're gonna do it, buy some extra so you have some take back home. This is a good one for you, Kev. This is making you look good.
I have reviewed over 3 restaurants.
All right. On to the next.
Quite possibly the greatest chicken shawarma in all of America. Mia Mia Shawarma. They only open 2 days per week.
I saw this in a previous video, actually.
Not only are their videos getting tons of views, but the
Yeah,
line is
she
possibly
made a
one
new
of the biggest
updated
lines
version
I've
of
ever
it,
seen.
so-
I mean, even Kevin had trouble speaking.
You know
after
for a
eating
fact
one.
I had to get it.
I don't know. I'm just kidding, that's f***ing crazy. It's the best shawarma I've ever had in my entire life. It's so creamy, not dry at all. The outside is so crispy, a little bit of spiciness.
A little bit, yeah.
We made a version of this on the second channel with the Mia Mia shawarma guys. Really good. And honestly, the flavor of that did get close to this, but man, it being on the trompo makes such a big difference, and also just all the product, everything in here. I mean,
Since we've had this before and we're friends with them, we are actually disqualifying them from the rating. But I did want to say that this is a place that I really would wait in the line. That tells you all you need to know. This next one is the most expensive viral item in this video, and it's just one sandwich for $80.
It literally has caviar tartar sauce in it. That's literally is what making it cost 80. That's literally it. That's all it is. It's just a sauce. It's just a sauce. This man got paid to advertise. He probably did, to be honest.
This is the fried fish sandwich from Daybird, topped with caviar. Now, despite the steep price, Kev says he was impressed.
Yeah, this is the best fish sandwich I've ever had. And I could swim in that tartar sauce naked.
I just don't see a world where this
Okay,
lives up to the
buddy.
price.
I just spent $170 on this, okay? We're here to put this to the test. I kind of feel the caviar is getting to this stage where it feels a little overrated.
This is definitely a marketing play, but I still think it's delicious. That is not just any ordinary tartar sauce, it's a yuzu tartar sauce. So it's gonna be sour, but it's absolutely
Yuzu.
delicious.
Your mom's a
All
fine
right,
dining.
I had a lot of thoughts. Let me address the caviar really quick. Completely unnecessary.
Completely.
It does nothing. Get this without the caviar.
If you take away the caviar, it's a pretty good fried fish sandwich. But unfortunately, the fish was under-seasoned. It just really didn't hit for me. You couldn't even taste the caviar on
That
this
shit's
thing.
a
I think it
D.
sits at a C tier.
That
and
shit's
the
a
steaks
D.
for Kevin and
Nah,
all these-
nah. You're just giving actually sympathy points at this point, Joshua Weissman. You're always so critical when it comes to these other restaurants, but you ain't critical to this one? Nah, get the fuck out of here, man. Nah. That shit's a D, bro. That shit is a D, okay? That is a D.
Other food critics, influencers everywhere, has never been higher than at our next spot. Now, this smash burger Kevin inadvertently made probably the most viral in the country. It is Easy Street Burgers. And Kevin
I
gave it some
see,
major
I
love.
see,
Back at one of
Vlad.
my favorite burger spots, if not my favorite.
Even Keith Lee went here and loved it.
This is the best burger I've ever had.
I don't know who that is, to be honest. Am I supposed to know who is supposed to be Keith Lee or something like that? I don't know who that person is.
Start with the jalapeno monster because there's nothing you can hide with this. There's no bacon that's gonna cover up the flavor or their lack of seasoning, if there is lack of seasoning.
I honestly don't even want to try it. I just want to see you try it.
Claiming that these are the best burgers they've ever had, I would expect honestly an S tier. So this may be the biggest test of the entire video. And there's already trouble on the first bite.
It is missing a bit on salt, if I'm being honest with you.
Damn.
But I will say, I almost don't care because the texture is unbelievable. The crispness on the Maillard.
Did
is
you just say you don't care about the salt when you literally care about the salt all the time? The salt levels? This guy is unbelievable.
almost like a cheese skirt level of crunch, and the inside is actually not too fatty, which I really appreciate. I do want to try the bacon one. Oh yeah.
This is really good.
It's kind of what I expected, right? Like the bacon is leveraging the flavor quite a bit. Had they seasoned this perfectly, this would be the perfect burger. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's under seasoned, therefore it sucks, because it has everything else is dialed. Had they just added a touch more salt, this would be an S. But I'm gonna give my honest review. Usually, when I get a low salt, it usually doesn't break the B tier. It's never happened actually, until today. This, I think,
You're just... You're just giving sympathy points. Nah. You're just giving sympathy points at this point. No, that should be a B tier. That should be a B tier.
Is worthy of an A tier. And if they're hitting it with the salt, it's easy S tier territory.
Okay,
Still
buddy.
remarkable
Okay.
burger. If there was a line, I'd stand in it. But that being said, we still have a question to answer. I am a little surprised about what I'm about to say. There was an astounding number of winners, which proves one point. Maybe you don't need to be a chef or have worked in restaurants or have a professional opinion to know if something is delicious. And there are also tons of people that make videos that are helping restaurants and the restaurant industry, and they're actually lifting them up in a way that I think we've never seen before. At the end of the day, it's not a restaurant that goes viral. It's the people behind the scenes, the hard work and passion that goes into making food worthy of millions of views.
See, if I made enough money or so, right? If I made money, I would personally go out to these places and I would tell you guys if they're good or not. Si yo tenía dinero, yo fui a estos lugares y te voy a decir la verdad si está bueno or no está bueno, okay? All right? It's full of bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I smell bullshit on this video. Joshua Weissman. Anyways, jokes aside, you know, great video, honestly. I love food at the end of the day. I enjoy cooking, you know. My mom taught me how to cook and everything. So from then on outwards, I just make my own food from there. So it's what you want. So you want, but nothing is just justifying a $70 pizza. Yeah, I'm gonna be a $68 pizza automatically maxes it out to a B tier in my opinion. Yep. $70 pizza served on a cheap ass paper plate is diabolical. I'm like, I ain't paying that kind of money though. If I was rich or so, probably I would try it out and give you honest opinions, chat. I would actually totally make a video, like seriously, of what trying out Joshua's Weissman like recommendation, you know? I would totally try it, but one of these days I will, but I have to save up money for that though. For the meantime, I'm just gonna let it be how it is, but yeah. Anyways, that's the end of the video, and peace.